Hey guys, me again. So for this recipe, you're gonna need 3 chicken breasts or more, less or more, depending on how many people you're feeding. And go ahead and make your white rice in a separate pot. I made 2 cups, and for each cup I put 2 cups of water in there. Put the lid on. You're gonna cut your chicken into bite-sized pieces and cut off all the extra stuff, all the fat and whatnot. It's about like that. Once you finish cutting up your chicken, you can use whatever seasonings you want to use, but these are the ones that I personally like. I use the blackened seasoning, cayenne pepper. I like stuff really hot, so paprika, garlic and onion, black pepper, and sea salt, onion powder, and garlic powder. Season generously. Okay. Now once you've got that seasoned as much as or as little as you want, you're gonna use your hands, which I know it's kind of gross, to mix it up. Get it real good and mixed. Okay, next you're gonna get an oven-safe pan. I'm gonna be using this one. Now you're gonna put your stove on like low and put in a stick of butter. It doesn't have to be a whole stick if you don't want it to be. And then a couple spoonfuls of garlic. Yeah, that should be good. And you're gonna let this melt down. All that's melting down and starting to simmer, go ahead and turn your oven all the way up to broil, okay? It's gotta be really hot for this. But make sure the rack isn't too high up top, otherwise it's gonna burn our sauce. Once that's good and simmering and whatnot, then we're gonna add in our chicken. You're gonna let this cook until the chicken is like a golden brown color. I kind of like to season my chicken when it's in the pan as well. I like my stuff seasoned. Once it starts looking like this, like a golden brown, you're gonna take all your chicken and put it into something else, anything else, okay? Now, in the same pan, don't clean it, we're gonna add another stick of butter and more garlic. Yep, and let that melt down. And in this pan, you're gonna take all the burnt pieces, all the crusties. Make sure it's in there. Trust me, it makes a difference. Once that's starting to look like this, you're gonna add in some soy sauce. I just put just like, I'll probably add a little bit more. You're doing this to taste, so just however much you think will work. I'm gonna add in some honey. I like to use a lot of honey. Yeah, because I want it to be really thick. Yeah. Then you're gonna add Sriracha. Oh wow, yep. And this is gonna make it spicy, so however spicy you want it to be, that's how much Sriracha you should add. Okay. It should be really bubbly looking. Then you're gonna add in some lemon juice. A whole lemon. It doesn't matter if you get the seeds in there. Now we're gonna add our chicken back in, and then we're gonna pop it in the oven as quickly as possible. Okay, make sure when you put your chicken in here, the chicken is good and covered and glazed, and then pop it in. After about 3 minutes, you wanna open it back up, pull it out a touch, and glaze it. All the chicken, make sure it's good and coated. Rice is done. Yeah, make sure it's all covered. Get it good and soaked in. Should be really glazed looking at this point. And then you're gonna let it sit in there for like another 2 to 3 minutes and then take it out. Okay, this is what it should look like. Just like that. Okay, so I just added some rice and some of the chicken on top. And you can add parsley or whatever just to make it look pretty. I'm gonna add some parsley. Just for decoration, really. And that's what it should look like.